looks darker now. Oh, maybe this is green. It is. It's green. Picture. Make the picture. Stand up, you're on TV. Okay, ready?
Ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Howdy Hon, welcome back to the channel. This is Stephsgotit, and tonight is Friday and it's date night at the Ladners. Marty's with me. Say hey.
Hey.
Or wave, put your hand in the camera or something.
There we go.
All right, so if you've been following the channel, then you know that I unboxed a custom of Marty and me.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of nights ago, and so we decided to work on that custom as part of our date night. Since it's still somewhat of a quarantine, you can't really go anywhere anyway. Still, it is order dinner and work on this custom. So it's a tiny little thing, but you'd be amazed at how good it looks. So we'll go ahead and get started on that.
Here's the unveiling.
Here's the second unveiling. Da, 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 da. Oh, that's the wrong music. That's the good music. Da, 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 da. Because this was on our anniversary, or on our honeymoon. Da-da! Look how cool that looks for, I think it was a 20 by 20. Look at that little thing.
Talk about detail.
Talk about detail. Have you ever seen that much detail in a little painting like this? I expect that our eyes won't come out great, but you can see our smiles. You can tell we're wearing glasses, and you can even see the little designs on Marty's shirt. So we're curious and anxious to see what it's going to look like. So Marty decided to work on it with me as part of date night, and I'm interested in why my face has this little shadow right here, but again, it's probably because it's so small. So if you haven't pulled out your current work in progress, pause us, go get your work, set everything up, and come back and join us for a WIP and chat.
WIP and chat stands for work in progress.
WIP, yes.
Yeah,
WIP.
I didn't know that the acronym. I was really thank you. Okay.
So WIP WIP is work in progress,
progress,
and it's not specific to diamond painting. It applies to quilting, diamond painting, crafts in general, needlework, whatever your work is. So grab your work in progress and let's get to chatting and working, baby. So Marty and I are going to have to work this little bitty thing together. So
we'll just start on this side.
Okay, we'll each take a half. Yep. I'm used to working in little quarters of spaces, but so you just work that whole area, and we'll meet up in the middle.
All right.
Meet me in the middle.
You have 318. They say why? I think I can find those.
Okay, these are the 300s. I ran out of.
I found it. 318.
Oh no, these are 3000s. Okay. I ran out of storage boxes because you know I've got so many paintings going on for so many things, and so, and I knew with both of us working this little one together, it shouldn't take very long. So probably if we had started a couple of hours ago, we'd probably be halfway finished by now. So, as we said, Marty and I got married on
7/17.
7/17. I'm trying to figure out what number I want to get. So I have. Oh, where are you starting at the bottom?
Yes.
Then I'm going to start at the top.
Okay.
The little arrow pointed up is 3756. See how that worked out? That's right here on my side. 3756. All right. So we got married on 7/17/2010. I'm stuck. Okay. 2010. We were sealed together in the Birmingham, Alabama temple of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This July, which was also cool to work on this, maybe we'll have it done by this July 17th, which is next month, will be our 10-year anniversary. He made it 10 years. And I'm sure it's been 10 hard years.
No.
But he made it. He made it.
We made it.
I don't know if we'll be able to go anywhere. We were kind of thinking we wanted to go on a cruise, another cruise for this anniversary, but current situations make that not happening.
We'll probably let you know when we come back.
Yes, we won't let you know where we're going or when we're going. We don't always get to leave on our anniversary, but we get to leave in July.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I'm not really expecting to because of what's going on in the world right now. Everything's still, although things are slowly opening back up, it may be that I just decorate this living room with palm trees and coconuts and find me a coconut bra and do a hula dance around the living room. That may be the extent. We can bring this closer.
I'm thinking maybe belly dance.
We could,
because the hula messes up your knees.
yes, that's what messed up my knees, is dancing, hula dancing for 3 days straight without adjusting the camera there a little. Want to stay on the table, but I want to get it. You know, I'm going to have to actually start down here because my hand will be all up here, so that isn't going to work. It was interesting enough. I think I've told you this in the other video, that when Marty had his custom that he worked, I mean not his custom, but his own personal diamond painting that he worked on that I gave him for a gift. You know what?
What?
I'm going to do your shirt. I need A. A is 310. Oh,
310.
Of course, I should know that. That 310 life. All right, 310 is always black. It's DCIMDMIC. I don't do good with numbers.
Arbitrary.
with abbreviations. Anyway, DCIMDCMI. Anyway, there's a set code for these numbers.
I'm trying not to mistake Y's for V's.
Is the light up all the way?
It might not be. Let me look.
Because I think we turned it down when I did the makeup video. I could actually use my multi-placer on this shirt.
That's all we got.
On your shirt, and we can use it up there. And you've got a multi-placer right there. So when you get up here, you can do 3 in there. So
I have this book over here of things that people gave us for advice at our
yeah, we did say
wedding
that we would
reception.
share. All right, so if you want to know something about our wedding there, I think I talk about that in the other video, and we have like 3 hours worth of video. But they're not all at the same time. We broke them apart so that you don't have to sit in 3 hours spigot and watch just one person talk or one couple talk. You can watch in 3 hours. This green stuff's not sticking to my dragon pen. So I think we talked about how we got married and our dating life, and Marty's inexperience at asking somebody out, me trying to back out of the date later, and I talked about one of my bridal showers because I had 3 bridal showers. I didn't plan any of them. People planned them for me and threw them for me. So I had 3, and one of those 3 were mostly married women from my church, and not all of them, but most of them were married or had been married and were widowed. I think there was a couple of single ladies there too, but at one of their games was to give advice on this piece of paper. And I mentioned in the last video that was one of the things that we would share as we do these videos. Is I don't need a multiplacer. I don't want to do that one by one. That we would share some of that advice with you, and if we used it. Actually, we have not looked at the book in a couple of years. Sad to say. So, but I put it all in a notebook so that we would have it, because I thought that it would be very neat to look back on that if we ever had like a big fight or something. Marty doesn't argue, and really I don't like to argue either. I'll blow up though. Make no mistake about that. But Marty doesn't. And so we haven't we had one that was before the wedding, and that was about the stupid invitations.
The printer. Yes,
because we had a smart printer, and I got a geeky husband and a geeky friend, and the two of them were getting on my last nerve about this.
It would not print on this fancy paper. I'm not using the paper.
Yeah, we had to just toss the paper and just go with what we knew.
And I proceeded to put invitations. There are multiple units of our church within driving distance of Montgomery, and I made sure that most of those units.
You have to edit that out. Don't tell people where we live.
Oh, sorry.
You can say Alabama, but don't say Montgomery.
Alabama. I'm having trouble keeping the squares in the little square boxes.
Oh, it's a square. Oh, yeah. You can use something to help push them over.
Yeah.
No, I think some of these is a different symbol and it's the same. Yep, that one right there is right here with the A's. So, go ahead with your story.
That I made sure that the people in multiple units knew about the reception. And we overflowed that building. I mean, we filled the tables.
Here's the thing. One of the people helping, and I agreed with this person, thought that, it won't be a lot of people at your reception because we got married in, I guess we have to tell what city we're in now. We got married in Birmingham at the temple, and we came back to our hometown, neighboring town, Montgomery, I guess, what the heck. And we had, this is hard to see. It's so far down. I'm not used to working on a flat painting. I'm not used to it being this far from my eyes.
You're used to it on the light thingy.
Yeah, I'm going to grab a light pad.
Okay.
So, what was I saying?
That you weren't anticipating very many people at the reception.
Oh, this person had helped put the tables and the decorations and everything together for the reception.
Whereas I knew you were well loved and I was tolerated.
And so she was like, I don't think it'll be a lot of people there. So we only put up so many tables. And we only ordered so much. And the reason why she didn't think, and like I said, I agreed with her in the end, didn't think a lot of people would be there, even though Marty invited everybody he's ever known his entire life, it seems like. And it's because there were 2 other people in the temple that day who were having their sealing ceremonies. And then we had another person who had some event going on. I can't remember right now what it was. But So they were also up there at the same time we were, even though our events weren't our ceilings weren't at the exact same time. We were all in the temple at the same time. So really, we were expecting people to stay for that one of those couples or all of those couples events. Is that better for you?
I think so.
And
One second.
I might have mixed up the color down here because these shapes are almost the same in the same color, but
This is much better, thank you.
And
How does it look like on the camera? Wouldn't want to take them off and move over.
Hey, sometimes you have to do that.
Oh,
So anyway, we only put down a certain number of tables, and I only ordered enough food for like 125 people, which we thought would be overkill. Well, because Marty had invited everybody, including the kitchen sink, and he was well known by a lot of people. I was belly dancing that day, and I had belly dance friends, work friends. We both had common church friends. And
because I moved around, I had lived in 3 different branches of the church there, units of the church.
So he had, like I said, invited a lot of people, and I had a few people, some dear friends.
From work?
No, dear friends.
Yeah.
I said friend from work already. I had some dear friends. And I made some good friendships at work too. Don't get me wrong about that. When I said no, I said good friends. I mean, these are friends I've had for half my life. They're not included in the work friends.
Right.
So, anyway. So, all that to say, there were a bunch of people there. We had to end up pulling out chairs and tables during the reception. We had to end up having them go under the stage, pull out chairs and tables, and put them down. I cannot. This is too far down for me. Can we lift the table up some? I can't function that far down.
With the liquid, it'll be hard enough to corral that. Drills.
Can you just hold that in?
It'll come.
Okay. Let's try that.
Get our faces closer to it.
Okay. So all these people showed up, and we had to end up pulling out tables and chairs. Blessedly, we didn't run out of food. Everybody got a chance. Plus, I bought little plates. If you ever have an event and you want to make sure, you got your people who like to pack up and take home and all that stuff. What you do is you just provide little plates, like those little small dessert plates. And that's what we did. And that way we were able to feed everybody there. So it ended up being really nice, really sweet. Marty and I never sat down the entire time. Well, I did. Did you sit down?
I tried to sit next to a couple people I had invited specifically, but not for long. Seconds, maybe.
I never got a chance to sit down. I walked the entire reception because I felt I had to speak to everybody who came.
Yes.
So I walked the entire time and made sure that there wasn't a person at that reception that I didn't personally greet myself.
Yes.
And this gym can hold how many people? Oh, I mean, it was way more than 125. I guarantee you that. So we never got to eat our cake. We did the first bite thing, feed each other cake, and we never tasted another piece of that cake again.
No. Destroyed my suit, but that was it.
I never got to eat. I never had any food at the reception. I never tasted any food because I kept saying, "Oh, as soon as I get through, I'll eat when I'm done." Or either I was just too nervous to eat.
Yeah.
And so it was really cool.
Yes.
It was way more than we were expecting, and we realized that way more people liked us than we knew. Because some of those people actually were up there in Birmingham too, and they had to attend their family's event and then come all the way back to Montgomery and attend our reception, because their family member was just being sealed. They had already had a civil ceremony. They were having a church ceremony, so or a temple ceremony. So it was really cool. Anyway, let's get the book out. Let me see what was some of the advice that we got. And make no mistake now, we did read it. We did read it when we got it. We just haven't had a chance to look back on it.
Do you want the envelope or do you want the...
They should all be in sheet protectors.
Well, okay, this one is separate.
Yeah, but this isn't. This is just...
That might have been...
This is from the stake president. Yeah, this is about money, finances.
Oh.
It's that book.
Oh, advice. Okay, right.
No, it's just a book about...
Thank you. All right, I misunderstood. Close that. All right. So this first one.
All right, so this is what they look like. This is the sheet, right? And we keep it in a red notebook so that it was distinguishable from all the notebooks on our shelf in our bedroom, and we have hundreds. Trust me on that.
A few.
Hundreds. All right, so this one, I won't tell you the person's name. You can halfway see it. Let me move that out of the way. Okay, so what they did is took Stephanie and went down the page, and Marty and went down the page. And so they had to give us advice based on our name. So this is from... All right, so
and each letter...
This lady told us, strive to live the gospel as a couple. This is going through my name. Strive to live the gospel as a couple. Take time to be alone as a couple. Expect to have trials. Play hard. Honor each other's opinion. Allow each other individual time. Never fear saying you are sorry. Include Quentin, that's our youngest son that was still home with us. Include Quentin in the decision making. Evaluate your relationship from time to time and adjust. Make memories. Now we're hitting Marty's name. Make memories. Agree on household rules. Respect the person. Trust in the Lord and each other. You should love hard and enjoy being loved. So what do you think about that advice, Marty?
It has been great advice.
It has been great advice.
Snooba.
Let's see. Strive to live the gospel as a couple. We go to church together and we support each other in each other's callings. I am, as I've said before, Relief Society president, and Marty has been the best Relief Society husband ever. And when he was second counselor in the bishopric, I tried my best to be a good bishopric wife. That's what you would call the pastor's wife or the deacon's wife or whatever. And so we support each other. We don't like ride each other like, why are you doing that again? And your calling's taking too much of your time. We don't do stuff like that. We support each other in our callings in church. Even when he was in scouting and it interfered with my date night.
That's the only thing we gave up date nights for was scouting.
That I would let him give up date night for. And the only thing that I could get away with giving up date night for was if I was out of town at Zumba convention. I didn't even let belly dance stuff interrupt date night. So we made a point when we got married that we would, I made the the stipulation that he still had to date me once a week even after we were married.
So I have to come up with something to do, something to eat.
It doesn't have
sometimes
to be,
it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah,
we try.
Doesn't have to be super expensive. It's not about the money. It's just a time together where we focus on just being together, not letting interruptions from the outside world. And people will always go like, well, it's just this one time. No, it's this one time now. And if I give you one time to interrupt my date night, then you'll do it again and again. And then after a while, if everybody who says it's just this one time, well, imagine you got 20 people telling you that. The next thing you know, you don't have date nights anymore. You don't have that one-on-one time because the world has decided that they need you more. And so
they have the rest of the week.
They can have the rest of the week. But all of our friends and church members know, no, don't call Stephanie or Marty, except one, on a Friday night, because that's their daytime. They're not going to talk to you. They're not going to do what you ask. Don't bother them. So we've made that a priority, and I think it has been quite the blessing. And every first Friday of the month, we go back to the temple as a date night. And that has been, I think, a great blessing for our relationship. It has certainly helped or given Marty more patience than he ever probably thought he would need. And these are so crooked because I'm too far away from the painting. There's nothing we can do about it because I'm not doing it alone, so I have to
I mean, to carefully rotate the end of the pen to get it square and then set it down.
A good way to put drills on is a checkerboard pattern. So every other.
But I'd have to swap colors to do that.
No, I mean within this group of colors, you do every other one. Within this group of colors,
I was putting them next to each other so they would help straighten each other out. But no.
You would get a better result if you did the checkerboard pattern.
Okay, all right.
Even when I'm doing the multi-place, you can see I'm trying to use a checkerboard pattern.
All right.
Yeah, so that was some good advice. Play hard. I think we play hard when we get a chance to. As far as allow each other individual time, we kind of don't do that. We kind of absorb each other's hobbies. Like, as you can see, I diamond paint, and I'm trying to have a good YouTube channel with good content. Well, what's he doing tonight? Diamond painting on YouTube. So if he goes to play the guitar, at the square dance thing, I go sit in the audience and watch and listen and dance or whatever. So we support each other's things more than we give each other individual time. I don't think that if we wanted individual time, we could get it, I'm sure, but we all just kind of go like, oh, okay, well, I'll support you in that and tag along, blah, 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 blah. Which I think is pretty cool. Make memories, we've certainly done that. We agree on the household rules. We respect each other. We trust in God. Marty will say he's sorry faster than I will. You could probably count on one hand the number of times I've said it. And okay, so the next one is from.
Okay.
She said, "Stay in the mall." Stay in the mall. Okay.
Well, she had to come up with S.
She came up with, this lady writes Christmas cards to everybody in the ward, and if they're kids, she puts a bill in there, and if they're adults, she puts a $1 bill in there. But we're no longer in that ward, so I'm not sure if she's still alive. But oh no! I mixed her with her buddy.
What I'm thinking of is
she's the one that rode to the temple with us.
Temple.
Yeah, when we used to go on temple date nights as a couple before we got married. Not as a married couple, but when Marty and I started dating, I was going once a month with another friend. It was part of our wood badge spiritual element. And so Marty started going when he and I started dating, and this lady was going with us. She's an elderly lady, funny as snot, and I just enjoyed her company. So she said, stay in the mall, take out meals, eat ice cream and watch soaps, put him first if you must, hot meals from the microwave, anything goes, no kidding. And for I, she wrote something and then she scratched it out and she never wrote anything else for I. End the argument, ? With a kiss. Make the bed when you feel like it. What is this? Oh, advise the
then
run.
run.
Oh, advise then,
Then
run. Run. Thank the Lord every day. You are the boss. Now, what do you think about that? A little bit of advice. Advice.
Well, married men know that if mama ain't happy, nobody's happy. But I have to admire Steph for putting up with some of my ideas. So it's an equal partnership.
That goes
definitely.
both ways. We both put up with each other's ideas, wacky ideas. I'm going to use a straightener because this is crooked. Ooh, I'm stuck. So I don't stay in the mall. I actually hate to go to the mall. I hate shopping. I'm probably the only woman on the planet whose husband drags her kicking and screaming to the mall
Well,
to
she
go
doesn't make
shopping.
a scene, but yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't make. Well,
She does not want to be there.
It's a saying, Marty. It's not serious.
Oh,
Marty is
figurative.
very literal, guys. So, and he didn't have a sense of humor when we got married. I'm like, dude, if you're going to be with me for a long time, you have got to have a sense of humor.
I still can't tell a joke.
No, he cannot tell a joke. But we're working on it. He's getting better.
Punchline comes first, and then everything
Yeah,
falls apart
he
after.
just kills a joke. And he often kills a joke because he's so literal that he's trying to literally place what you said instead of
Trying to make
laughing
sense out of
at the ridiculousness of the joke. So yeah, I don't like to go shopping unless it's for fabric and diamond paintings and
fabric.
and fabric and
That's really it.
Oh, and I like to shop for happy planner stuff.
Oh,
I love my happy
that's
planner.
happening lately, yeah.
Yeah.
But the fabric is a long time.
Yeah.
Design.
But clothes, I just can't because after 2 C-sections, I have a very specific shape, with a little belly there, and the way they size clothes and what they make for the size is just not my thing, and I get aggravated, especially when we go shopping for a swimsuit. Oh my gosh. And even now I hate going shopping for shoes. And mind you, when we got married, I had over 400 pairs of shoes. I love shoes. But Marty is shorter than moi, so I don't wear my heels as much. It doesn't bother him, but
Well, I mean, everyone's taller than I am, so what's the point?
proof that God has a sense of humor.
You asked for someone taller.
I asked very specifically for what I wanted in a husband, and one was somebody 5'10" or taller, at least 5'8" or taller. And he just laughed and said, "Hey, here's Marty."
Yep.
But it's also proof that God knows what you need better than you do. So you just have to put it in His hands.
I got what I prayed for.
Oh.
Steph doesn't like to hear it, so I won't say it out loud, but I got one I prayed for. Well, all right, someone more spiritual than I am.
I am not more.
Someone's
That's
still
why I
ready
don't
to
like
kid,
to hear it, because
because I
I
can
am
help with
not
that.
more spiritual than he is. He's the one that gets answers in the temple. I kind of just have to
And it'd be nice if she loved music.
keep praying into mine.
Oh, wow. Steph has learned to play the auto harp. Whoa.
How don't you skip from that conversation to the auto harp?
Loving music.
Oh yes, I love music. Love music. Yeah, and I am teaching myself to play the auto harp.
I'm sorry, I let go for a moment.
Now it's actually 5 instruments: the auto harp, the guitar. Marty is helping me learn the guitar, and the psalter I'm teaching myself. My friend gave me or let me use his flute because I was taking the flute in high school before my flute got put in a shop and would be moved and left and never came back and got it. So that, and the kalimba, which is a piano, thumb piano, and Marty plays the
The recorder,
guitar.
the silly flute that you give kids when they're first starting out instruments.
Yeah, but he plays a real instrument. He plays a guitar, a ukulele. He dabbles on the keyboard, the piano keyboard.
Dabble's the word.
Yeah, dabble. And he's teaching himself to play handbells. I had ordered those for my primary calling, and then I got released and called it to Relief Society. So he's taking those on. These squares are going to be so all over the place because I cannot see what I'm doing. So yes, this house loves
The multi
instruments.
thing has a straight edge you can align them with.
No.
No, okay. Well, it's helping me.
I'm just, because I'm at an angle and I'm not used to working this way, I can't really see what I'm doing. I'm just, all I know is when I get to the end of this thing that I still have half a square. And there is no point on here you should have half a square. So that's how I know these are going down wrong. Yeah, so that's that.
Time for another page of advice to the newlyweds.
I don't know what the hell happened here. Whew.
Captain America.
This is all off. I don't even know. Several of these are not lined up. They're not in a square. They're just on the thing. I'm also not used to working on a flat object.
Normally have it tilted.
Normally on an easel. Something's wrong here, and I don't know I don't know what's going on right here. But this is going to look really bad if I don't figure out what went wrong. Part of the problem is I can't see without my glasses, but I can't see diamond painting with my glasses on. So I have to be like really close, and I can't because this is tiny and we're working on it together at the table. This is going to be a big hole in here. I don't know what is off track, but there's going to be a big hole down there. We don't really argue, so there's no in the argument with a kiss. There's nowhere to run. I'm not the boss. So it's a relationship. There are no bosses. And we do thank God every day for all the blessings that we have, those that we are aware of and that we aren't. We used to eat ice cream every night together, but that eventually caught up to us, so we had to cut that out. But we do still love ice cream. As a matter of fact, during this COVID era, one of our happy moments is running to meet the new ice cream truck every Tuesday. And we didn't get him this week because it rained. So, all right. The next one.
Okay.
All right. And she says,
I don't remember her.
she is a school teacher. She had like thinning hair, black,
Anyway.
slightly, not heavy set, but heavier than me. Speaks beautifully. Anyway, so she said, stay sweet and understanding. Together you can conquer anything. Nothing for E. The E is blank. Prepare. Have lots of fun. And there was one, Marty and Stephanie as one.
And then there was one. Okay.
Never go to bed angry. It is good to have fun. Ever together. May blessings come your way. Always smile. Remember to say your prayers. She left T blank, and you are special indeed. What do you think about that one?
You are special indeed.
That's it. I mean,
Well, I agree with them. But that's the one that resonates with me.
okay. I try to stay sweet, but I have evil moments. I have a mean streak.
Yeah.
I like to think I don't show that to Marty much, or at least him at him. He might see it, but hopefully not at him. But I do have a mean streak. I work really hard to control it, but once I'm mad, that is it. I make no promises, except to stay out of my way. The best thing to do is to stay out of my way and let me cool off. I don't like to talk when I'm angry because I know I have a mean streak and I will use it. So I don't like to talk when I'm angry. I like to be left alone to suffer in misery alone and deal with whatever.
Which is tough because men are from Mars and want to fix everything.
Yes. What can I do to fix it? You can't. Everything has a second chance. No, it doesn't. Go away.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
He's insisting that everything has a second chance, and I'm like, no, it doesn't. Go away. I just need to get through it. And I can't get through that if someone's talking to me because it further aggravates the situation. It aggravates me, rather. Prepare. We tried our best. We came in as prepared as we could be, I guess. Marty came in with experience. And I came in, I tried to be the wife for the husband that I wanted. Be the type of wife that the husband that I wanted would, I don't know how to say that, but anyway.
Be the kind of person you'd want to marry.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Then we do have lots of fun together, I think. I mean, snooba.
Yep.
Snorkeling and zip lining and all that stuff. So I think we got that part covered. And we kind of move as one. So most people know when you ask one of us to volunteer, you get both of us.
Yep.
So it's a package deal. So never go to bed angry. I think that is one of excellent advice. I've always thought that was excellent advice even before I got married. That was one of those little nuggets I tried to hold on to is, when you get married, remember, don't go to bed angry. So that's very good advice. And we are ever together, especially now that Marty works at home. We're really ever together. We were always together before that, but now that he works from home, we're really always together. I do get my girls' night out sometimes. Poor Marty needs some friends because he doesn't get a boys' night out. Every once in a while, he goes out, hangs out with our friend James, but that's just to practice music or something. He doesn't really do boys' night out or.
I'm a bookworm.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, and we say our prayers, of course, and yeah. All right. So moving on. There's the next person, Marty.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. All right. So she said, "Stay in love, talk to each other face to face." Eat chocolate chip ice cream. Put the other person first. Have fun together frequently. Angry words are best left unsaid. Never hold a grudge. Imagine what eternity will hold in store for you both. Every time he smiles, smile back. Make time for the Lord's work. Anticipate the good times, even if things are hard. Remember, even if you are right, pick your battles. Testimony, testimony, testimony. You are a beautiful couple. You are a beautiful couple. All right, what do you think about that?
Yes, yes, and yes, and yes, and yes, and yes.
Although I love chocolate, I'm a chocoholic, but I do not eat chocolate chip ice cream. I do not find that to be enjoyable. I don't care for vanilla.
Cookies and cream are better.
I don't care for vanilla ice cream, except Bluebell homemade vanilla. That's about it. But we do love ice cream. Let's see. I think we talk to each other face to face, stay in love, put the other person first.
If I'm hungry, then I figure it's time to feed Steph. If I'm thirsty, it's probably time. Steph probably is thirsty.
Yeah,
That's the way I operate.
In his mind, if he's hungry, everybody's hungry. If he's thirsty, everybody's thirsty. So
you specifically.
Well, yeah. Okay, me.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
And I always say that I am spoiled because Marty jumps like at my every time I think I might want to say something, he jumps to see what I need, what I want, how am I doing or whatever. And we're very considerate of each other when doing things. Like you don't just run out and do things without thinking about how it will affect the other one. We don't make decisions about our home or our marriage or our life without discussing it with each other first, whether it be whatever. And I love that because that is building a trust in each other. And even if it's the worst, we still need to talk to each other about it, not kind of just bury it deep and hope that it never surfaces, or go behind each other's back and do things. That
seems kind of pointless.
We said for better or worse, so tell me your worst before I have to find it out some other way, because I may not be as forgiving if I find it out some other way. So I think we're good. We're okay with that. Angry words are best left unsaid, which is why I don't like to talk when I'm angry. Never hold a grudge. We don't have anything to grudge against each other. I mean, I don't know what that, I guess, well, I know some couples do hold grudges. You said something and they will never forget it. They don't talk to the spouse about it. They just hold it in, and it becomes a
saving stamps. Some people have called that.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Idea.
Yeah. We do imagine eternity together, life together. I try to smile when Marty smiles, but it depends on what kind of mood he catch me in when he smiles. Because Marty jumps out of Marty is the type of person who, when the alarm clock goes off, he hits the floor, boing, and is smiling. Good morning! And I'm like, so it's not that I'm angry with him. I'm just not in the mood some of the times when he smiles, and I'm like, And I guess that would probably go with putting him first or just smiling back. But I'm not fake. I can't be fake. I don't know how to be fake. My face will always give me away. I might can control my mouth some of the time, but my face I can never control. So, but again, it's never from a place of malice or anger or anything like that. So, I think we're good. We're good on that. All right. And we make time to do our service to our church and our community when we can, to our church all the time. We think about good times, of course. And if I'm right, no, I have to say I'm right. No, we don't. Like occasionally I will jokingly say I told you so, but it's never in a serious situation. No. Like if something seriously happened and I told him to and he did it anyway, I would never say I told you, or like I said. Like I say, I'll do it jokingly for some stuff that's lighthearted, but I'm not going to do it if something seriously goes wrong, and I'm not going to say I told you so. I'm just going to be like, well, what do we do now? How do we?
I love that about you.
Where do we go from here? What do we do from here to
Right.
help the situation? Because there's no point rubbing it in and all of that. The person knows you said it. They know you were right, just like you know you were right. You don't have to point it out to them. I'm going to do singles because I can't see what I'm doing with the triple, with the multiplier. Okay. And we have a testimony of Jesus Christ, so that continues to grow every day for both of us. I don't like battles in marriage. Marriage isn't a battleground.
No.
All right. This is from.
Oh, good. All right.
This was a single person at the reception. She said, "Stay true, take naps together, exercise. It relieves stress. Pray as a family. Have fun. Always laugh. Never go to bed angry. Ice cream. Eat lots of ice cream. Everyone is happy eating ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Eat on the good dishes. Make family first, after God, of course. She left A empty. Read your scriptures. Take time for each other, and why she left empty." So, what do you think?
I find that interesting advice. Don't save the good silverware for
Yeah.
the day you'll never use it. In
Right.
fact, we actually have some that's like that. Dishes that we never use.
We don't. We used to use it when we invited the missionaries over for dinner. Now we just give them the same crappy plates we eat on.
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess we need to get the good dishes out more.
We do.
We've never used that gold silverware, that nice silverware.
Gold. Wow.
Gold in color, at least.
Okay.
Isn't it gold up there in that suitcase up there?
I don't think so. I think it's a silvery color.
Oh,
But I'm
it's
thinking
gold.
of, well, we have the glass dishes, and then we have some Christmas dishes.
Yeah, well, the Christmas dishes we never use for Christmas because I don't do Christmas. I cooked
Who will we
Christmas dinner
invite, you know?
one time and invited people over, and everybody came except our daughter. Well, she's not middle. What is she?
Michelle's the middle.
She's the middle girl.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't come.
I thought she did. One of them.
Did she?
Yeah, she was here.
Was she here? Oh, yeah, because the kids sang. Oh, Grandma didn't come because I don't know, something else happened. But she sent, bless her heart, she's so sweet. She sent her food anyway. She had made a dish. I told her she didn't have to, but she did, and she sent that. It was good too. It was a 7-layer salad.
Wow.
It was thebomb.com. And yeah, she did come. Okay. And so that was the only time that I cooked a holiday dinner. I always did holidays alone because my kids were always with their fathers, and so I always did holidays alone. And when my mom was alive, now, she and I would do them together. If we went to my grandmother's, of course we did with my grandmother too. But for me, these big holiday family dinners just weren't that kind of thing for me. Yeah. So I did it that once, and there was so much cooking involved. I was like, never again. I won't say never, but I'm not in any hurry to do it again. I would like to do it again, but
Well, the other thing is family is spread out.
yeah, like
We're talking Japan,
our kids,
Ohio.
all of our kids aren't here. Just one of our,
Two.
3 of our kids are here in where we live. 2 are for sure. One is trying to move up to a different area, but the COVID hit right as her job was supposed to be transferring. So I have to chat with her and see what's going on with that. But our youngest daughter, she lives with her father, natural father, and so she was gone with them out of town, and so we had some dear friends we invited over. My one of my closest friends, her and her daughters came over while they were here, and then one of my friends from work, we met at work, but she's a friend also, and she came over, and we had a nice little time. But yeah, it was just a lot, cooking and trying to keep from burning stuff, and I was trying to make green beans, fresh green beans, and oh my gosh, I can't do this. The stress is intense. I'm not a good cook either, so
No, you do some nice stuff.
I can follow a recipe to the T. I can follow a recipe, but baking and all that stuff. Now I make a mean pan of cornbread that is untouchable, and I make interesting double eggs, which are also untouchable. But yeah, just that whole big dinner thing is kind of lost on me. I'd rather just mosey around home with a fruit tray, meat and cheese tray, and kind of just graze all day. Or have people come and go. It's like entertaining people for hours. It's just nerve-wracking for me. No matter how close and how big of a family they are.
I need another color. I was thinking of the up arrow.
The up arrow.
Yeah, you could hand me
3,
one
7,
of the
5,
multiples.
6.
This one will do multiples.
3, 7, 5, 6. 3, 7, 5, 6.
And when I get done with that, I think we'll have to let them go so they can move to something else.
I think we've only been talking an hour.
Well,
It has to be more than that.
Well, an hour is
Oh,
about
no, it
a half
hasn't.
hour longer than you want to listen, probably.
Well, it's been 57 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's because I always break them up into 1 hour spits.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just think it's just, I like to be respectful of your options to view other things. I don't know. For me, I know time is limited. I can't always watch.
What I'm hearing is we have 3 minutes. What do you want to say in 3 minutes?
Well, we have however
It's
long we talk.
57 minutes, and then you're going to cut it off. And then...
It's not like I have to end it. I'll just cut it off wherever I cut it off at.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be exactly 1 hour. Somewhere around there would be nice.
Oh! Never mind. For a moment, I thought these were flat. They're just unusual.
They're backwards. They flip them over on the other side.
There we go.
Some of these drills got a little trash on them, but black was not the color I should have taken for right now. Should have got a brighter color, maybe a darker color. I don't know, not darker, but more colorful.
There we go.
All right. So the next person. Oh, we rated hers. So yeah, we do. We went over the ice cream. We do put family first after God, of course. You take time for each other every Friday night and anywhere in between else that we need to. We do take naps together. Not often though, unfortunately, because he could nap for 2 hours. Me, if I go down for a nap, I'm down for the rest of the day. We always laugh. I'm always laughing, so that forces him to laugh. All right, the next one.
Yes.
One of my favorite people in the whole world. She said, sexy lingerie is highly overrated.
Definitely.
Take time together. Exercise together. Pray often. Help one another.
It might work better if instead of my having to remember them, if you gave one and then I tried to respond to it.
Then we'd be here all night if you went one by one.
Oh.
I just want a general feeling of how you feel about that person's advice. I don't want to know every single one.
All right. Exercising together. Well, okay. I'm your backup dancer.
Pray often. Help one another. Ask or you won't receive. Never go to bed angry. Illness brings out the baby in men.
It does.
End telephone conversations when Marty comes home. Make love often. Ooh, Janika. I just said her name. I take that out. Always greet with a kiss. Respect one another's interests. You never know where it may lead. Try new things. It's fun. And hotline. Here's my number. LOL. Gives her phone number. So, in general, what do you think about? That's what I'm just trying to get a general consensus of what you think about the person's. What's great advice? She just gave you a whole page full.
I know, and you expect me to remember each little piece of it.
I expect you to remember the one that's popped out to you the most, or that you found
Well, there's Make Love
useful
Often.
the most. That one doesn't count. All men think that.
And I'm supposed to be different.
I didn't say you were different.
Okay.
You
Then
are.
it counts.
You are different,
So it does count.
but in all the right ways.
All right. Well, it does count.
No, it doesn't count. Except
I like
what is
that she
something
gave
else.
you or said, "Here's my number if things get bad." That was nice of
That
her.
was nice.
Because after all, you know, this is definitely new. You took a huge chance marrying me. I think all women really take a leap of faith when they marry, because you get invested in this man, and it could work out really badly. But blessedly, we were both blessed. We both came highly recommended too.
All right, and yeah, I don't own any sexy lingerie. Somebody gave me.
It's a waste.
Somebody gave me an outfit for our for one of the parties, and I think I've worn it once and was told that was really a waste of.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we don't really do that here. Marty has been my backup booty, and I stole that from the fitness marshal. The backup booty. He's been my backup booty. That's what he calls his backup dancers in his workout videos. On my Zoom Zumba toning calls that we have on Zoom now because of the pandemic. So that's been exercise, and he's done pi yoga. No, not ply
Once.
yoga, but pi yoga.
Mhm.
He's done pi yoga with me once, and he's gone to a couple of Zumba master classes with me.
Yeah,
And we
that's
walk and we ride bikes together. Although we haven't in the last year, but we have walked. We walk together here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. So we do a little together. I bought him a whole gym basically, and it's all still in all their boxes. So we gotta get working on that.
Mm-hmm.
We pray, we help each other. I haven't observed him being too big of a baby when he's sick. I don't even think he goes down when he's sick because he's such a busybody. He has to always stay busy.
We've been exceptionally healthy since we got married.
Yeah, we've only both been down together once out of 10 years. And even then, he wasn't down. I was, but he wasn't. In conversations when Marty comes home, I don't recall ever being on conversations when you came home. It was either not intentional, it just wasn't. I only talked to one or two people on the phone for any length of time.
When we first got married, I would come home and try to unburden to you. I see your
Oh,
face.
my
whole day.
Gosh.
And
I would be in the kitchen at the sink or the stove or in the refrigerator, just wherever. And Marty would walk in the house and he would say, "Hey," in that chippery, happy-go-lucky voice. "Hey, today at 9 a.m. I went blah, 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 at 9:01, blah, 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 at 9:15, blah, 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 at 9:30, blah, 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 at 10, at 11, at 12, at 1, at 1:15, at 1:30, at 1:25, blah, 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 blah." And y'all, I literally was like, oh my gosh, what is he doing? What is he doing? Stop it!
you see your hands shaking.
I was like, what is he doing? Because I was in the mindset of, when I always came home, my kids always knew, give me 30 minutes of silence, peace, quiet, let me kick off my shoes, take off my bra, put on my lounge clothes, sit on the couch for a second and decompress from the stress of the job.
And when we first got married, you were still
And
working.
I was still working when
so-
we first got married. So he would come home. I would beat him home. And he would start, and I mean, literally my eye would start twitching because I thought, oh my gosh, I just got here 5 minutes ago. What is he doing? Oh, it was quite the adjustment, y'all.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, I can't do this. And Look at my nails, because I was using the Kiss nails, and I got the dip well, but I haven't unboxed it yet, so I haven't been able to do my nails yet. But I'm gonna unbox it soon, so sorry about that. But anyway, so that was funny. And we do, of course, we already talked about respecting each other's hobbies. All right, so with that being said, hon, we're going to wish you a very good night and a good weekend. And remember, hon, if you are having a good day,
help someone else have a good day.
It's the small and simple things in life
that make it worth living. Make life worth living.
Yeah, I was trying to think where I go from there. I think that's it. The small thing make life worth. Yeah. Love and shimmy, son.